My name is Dr. Sean Price, Clinical Coordinator here at ChiroSpa in Fort Walton. This is video number 3 in our video series on stress and how stress can affect hormones. If this diagram does not make sense to you, then go back and watch the first 2 videos and it'll make a little bit more sense to you. So at this point we've talked about how this pathway, the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal pathway, is a survival mechanism for our body in stressful situations like the risk of bodily injury, the risk of life and limb, things like that. One of the keys to understand though is that it's not just physical stressors that can do that to you. It's not just the risk of your life that can do that to you. If you have a stressful job, if you have a stressful home life, if you stress about different things, you beat yourself up about things, or if you have these chronic stressors, they can cause the system to go out of balance. And here's what happens. A stressor comes in. You get your stressor. This signals your hypothalamus to signal to the pituitary gland, to signal to the adrenal glands to release the hormones that are needed to respond to that stress. The adrenal glands release those hormones, one of those being cortisol. Then this cortisol level and those hormone levels go back and they send a negative feedback message to the pituitary and to the hypothalamus saying, hey, we've got plenty of this hormone, we don't need anymore. So in a balanced system, the hypothalamus stops the signaling, the pituitary stops making it, and everything is as it should be. Now what if the stressor never stops? What if it's chronic stress? What if it is emotional stress? What if it is, your job is stressful. For 8 hours a day, you're stressed out. And then you go home, and of course, you're already stressed out. So then, maybe you're more irritable with your family. So your kids are getting on your nerves and stressing you out. And your spouse or your husband, your wife, your significant other is getting on your nerves. There's that chronic 24/7 stress, or even if it's just a few hours a day, but it's that chronic stress. So now the body starts to get a little bit confused. The hypothalamus, at the response to the stressor, starts sending the signal for the release of these stress hormones, and it's getting these negative feedback loops saying, hey, we have enough, you can go ahead and stop. But then you have more stress coming saying, hey, we need more. So it's like, stop, no, we need more, stop, no, we need more. If this continues to happen, your hypothalamus will stop regulating properly. It'll get confused. It'll be just like this chronic situation where the hypothalamus is just not getting the opportunity to function properly. Okay, so that's problem number 1. Problem number 2, what if you have a pituitary issue? Okay, what if, I put some different causes of some dysregulation issues in here. One of those is stress that we're already talking about. Another one is brain injury. Let's say you had a car accident and you had a good whiplash, or you played sports where there was a contact sport like football or soccer where you got knocked down a lot or something along those lines. And let's say that you got some shifting that happened in the brain and the pituitary stalk is not in its exactly right position. That will inhibit the signaling from the hypothalamus to the pituitary gland. Let's say that you have impaired function coming from the body. Let's say you have a subluxation, which is, as chiropractors, what we focus on, inhibiting that signal from the brain to the body. Because here's what happens. You have the brain, and the brain sends a signal to the body for the body to carry out functions. Then the body sends a signal back to the brain so that the brain has the information of what's going on in the body and what needs to be carried out in the next step. What if these signals are not working properly? That's going to inhibit the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal output. All of these things can really have an effect on this, okay? But we're going to really focus on stress right now. So you have a stressor. The stressor is sending a signal to the hypothalamus, sends a signal to the adrenals, sends a signal to the pituitary, and then to the adrenals. And the adrenals just keep on firing and keep on making cortisol because you have this chronic stressor that keeps on going on. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to end up having what we call hyperadrenal symptoms. These are symptoms where it's just like you're chronically stressed. You can't sleep. You can't get your mind to shut down. You're just in a chronically stressed state. So if this continues to happen, you have hyperadrenal function. Okay? That's problem number 1. But let's say it keeps on going. Let's say that it keeps on hitting you and the stress just keeps on coming and it never stops. So the stress keeps coming. Your adrenal glands, they're really trying as hard as they can to keep up, but they start to wear out. Now when they start to get tired and get fatigued, then your adrenal hormones are going to start dropping. So now you're not only having chronic stress, but you're having adrenal fatigue and your body is not able to keep up with it. You're tired all the time. You wake up tired in the morning even though you got a good 9 hours of sleep. You wake up in the morning and you're just as exhausted as you were when you went to bed. Or you wake up and you have enough energy to get through the morning, but by 12 o'clock you're just shot for the day. You start having hormone imbalances. You start having all of these symptoms of chronic adrenal fatigue, and it's because the adrenals are wearing out because of this response here. Okay? Now, how does this affect your hormones? Well, that's going to be the next video, and I'm going to show you exactly how this affects your hormones and what this can do to the hormones. Okay? So I'll see you in the next video.